Hey, what's up, good people? How you doing? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. Hit the like, subscribe, and the notification bell below. Listen, today is going to be a really good one. I'm going to help you guys. Well, I'm going to do an experiment, and we're going to see if we can make money with Bitcoin mining companies. How much money do I plan on making? I plan on making enough profit to buy a full Bitcoin. We did it before, with companies like Mara and Riot, which are not cryptos. For those of you that are new, they are crypto mining companies available on the New York Stock Exchange. All right, so let's get our pens and paper and let's get ready to go down that road. Listen, make sure that you, at the end of this, I want you to do two things, just two things. I'm going to keep bringing you guys the best. Number one, leave me a comment. Number two, if you're new and you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit the like, subscribe, notification bell, and make sure you hit all. And if you've been rolling with me for a while, just hit the like button right now. All right. All right. Firstly, this is brought to you by STOCKUPU. STOCKUPU. Make sure you spend hundreds of dollars to make thousands of dollars. Okay. Learn from us. Learn how to do all of this stuff. Basics here, charting, options, dividend, basic fundamentals with Stock Curry. Right. Let's get right into it. A lot of information in this video. I've done a lot of deep diving and studying to see how we could make money with Bitcoin mining companies. For those of you that don't know, cryptocurrency, especially the big dog known as Bitcoin, it has to be mined. Now, it's not mined like a gold where you have to go with a shovel and digging. It's mined digitally with computers. That's how Bitcoin miners work. Their most expensive, should I say, overhead is what's called the how much energy it costs to create Bitcoin. All right. So let's just go down this road. I hope I didn't mess that up. All right. So let's look at a few things and then follow me as I go down this path. And I'm going to give you guys my top. All right. So now Bitcoin has cycles, right? And these are some of the past cycles, past crypto winters. You see here, these are crypto winters where it went down. And then you had the 4 cycles of where the green arrows are the bull runs. Okay. The green arrows are the bull runs and the red arrows are what? Crypto winters. Okay. After a crypto winter, you get into what's called a accumulation stage, which phase, or should I say, which is where we are now in the accumulation phase. Now you will see shortly, I plan on accumulating. Okay. So let's start with Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, as you can see here, let's just deal with the 6 month. We can see up 19% over the 6 month, but you could see a spike up right here. We'll get to that at the end. Okay. So this is Bitcoin right now. I'm going to tell you some of the crypto mining companies that I choose as the 5 that I'm going to be DCAing, dollar cost averaging. I'm going to be buying these every single trading day. And there is 2 apps if you want to follow me, 2 brokers. One will be Webull. Webull will be where I will be doing the dollar cost averaging, set it and forget it. But Moomoo is where I'll be making my purchases. For those of you that's been waiting on me, the Webull app and the Moomoo app will be below in the description. If you're on your cell phone, just tap the title of this video and you'll be able to follow me as we go through and try to make a lot of money with the crypto mining companies. As a matter of fact, the crypto mining companies in a lot of cases will make you more money than actual crypto. Okay. I made a lot of money, as you guys know that's been following me, off of Mara and Riot. I turned $2,400 into $53,000. And let's see if we could do anything remotely close to that. All right, let's keep it going. So this is Mara. All right, ticker symbol MARA. Okay, here's the ticker symbol right there. Now, as we could see, for the last 6 months, it's up 3%, but look at year to date. Boom, a whopping 190%, right? Mara, ticker symbol MARA, will be one of the first, right? That I'm going to look at. I'm also going to, you know what? While we're at Mara, let's just go on down, all right? Here's what I want you to look at, right? Mara, look at this. Now, if you go to annual on any of these, it's going to be an absolute bloodbath because they get paid in what? Bitcoin, and now we're in crypto winter. So they're just bleeding money right now, all right? So we're going to deal with quarterly, okay? So I didn't go into what the hashtag rate is because as a company, that's going to be in the operating expenses, okay? So now, operating expenses down 83%. We like that. Revenue up 228%. And earnings per share 95%, all right? That is Mara, M-A-R-A. Another one I'm looking at is cleanspark, ticker symbol CLSK, all right? As we can see, up 22% for the last 6 months. Year to date, we are up a whopping 130%, 130%, absolutely killing it. Now let's go down and do the same thing, all right? We're looking quarterly. Quarterly revenues are up 46%. Operating expenses is up 25%. Okay, all right, and that's not what we want to see. We're looking at earnings per share. EPS is up 71.95%. Remember, this is quarterly. All right, Riot is another one. 5%. Year to date is up 235%. Right. So for those of you that just look at Mara, look at Riot. Riot is up 235% for the year, and Mara's up 190 for the year. And so we listen to what's popular, but we have to look at the numbers and the data. Let's also look at Riot, okay? So Riot is actually not doing as good as Mara. Revenue up 5%. Operating expense, actually, they kind of are because their operating expense is way down, okay? And then EPS, earnings per share, is up 62%. Now, here's another one, HIVE, okay? HIVE, digital technologies, okay? Look at HIVE year to date, 115, but this is what I don't like about HIVE. HIVE, look at that. Revenues down, okay? EPS, earnings per share, is non-existent, okay? So that scares me. That really, really scares me, okay? So we're just going to keep it moving, okay? For those of you that see, it's up, right? Year to date, 115%, but HIVE concerns me. Let's go to HUT, all right? HUT is another one, popular. We can see revenue is down, okay? Operational expenses are down too. So actually, HUT is better than HIVE, okay? HUT is better than HIVE. Now, this is just quarter to quarter. Now, there's a lot more into it. Now, Bit Digital, BTBT, right? Let's look at that. Year to date, it's up 250%. It's doing better than Riot. Look at that. So BTBT, ticker symbol BTBT or Bit Digital, but let's look at the financials, okay? Revenues up, okay? right? Earnings per share is up 952%. Okay, that's what I like. And operational expenses are down. So actually, Bit Digital, BTBT, is actually looking really, really well. You see? So now some of these companies will go bankrupt if the halving doesn't happen so they can get paid. But BTBT is actually looking very good. So here's another thing I want you guys to see. Here's one of the top companies for Bitcoin I want you guys to look at. And this is MicroStrategy. They're the world's largest owner of crypto. What's interesting about that is they're actually outperforming Bitcoin, right? And they're the world's largest holder of Bitcoin. But if you look over the last 6 months, let's go year to date. If you look, MicroStrategy being the blue line, MicroStrategy is actually double what Bitcoin is. So had you been investing in MicroStrategy, a company that holds Bitcoin, you would actually be doing better than Bitcoin. All right, so let's take a look. Let's do a comparison year to date. Look at this. Year to date, HIVE, BTBT, CleanSpark, RIOT, and Mara. Mara, RIOT, CleanSpark, Bit Digital, and HIVE, okay? But I just did a comparison sheet right here, okay? So as we can see, CleanSpark, look at that. Operating expenses, 25% up, right? That's not good, but that's coming down. I believe that will come down quarter over quarter. So this is what we want. Operating expenses down. Who's down the most? Mara, okay? Whose earnings are up the most? Mara, okay? Whose revenue is second? Mara. So Mara is my number one. As you can see, I'm going to make Mara my number one. Can I put a 1 in there? That's not what I wanted to do. Didn't want to do that. Let's put Mara back in there. So Mara is my number one, okay? And then, as we could see, I got RIOT, CleanSpark. So it's Mara, RIOT, CleanSpark. And we're not going to do HUT because look at that. Revenue down 56%, okay? EPS is good. And everything else is good, but I just don't like the revenue being down, okay? So, sorry, I'm just going through this right now as I look through it with you guys. So what I'm going to do as an experiment is, so as you can see, I'm wearing different clothes and there's a reason why. Because after careful consideration, I'm deciding to actually invest more. Now, I'm going to play the rest of the video as I did. This is the next day. I'm shooting this over a course of a couple of days. This is Friday, November 3rd, okay, as I'm shooting this. Instead of $10 a day, so when I play the rest of the video, everywhere where you hear me say $10 a day, I'm actually doing $20 a day per stock. Now, here is the order and here are the stock that I'm looking at. So I moved some things around, as you can see, and in this order. Mara's number 1, RIOT is number 2, CleanSpark is number 3, Bit Digital is number 4, and HUT 8 is number 5. And as you can see, this is year to date that I have on them. Just because they've performed like this in the past do not mean that this is how they're going to perform in the future. Okay. Now, this comes with risk. It comes with all of the risk that comes with crypto. We don't know what the government is going to do. We know this is supposed to be a decentralized platform, and we don't know any other kind of scandals or any kind of things like that. Things out of our control we don't have. Okay. I'm showing you what I am doing. Again, this is high risk. Do not put all your money in this. I'm doing this as an experiment, but I feel strongly on this, so I'm doing it. Okay, so do never invest money you cannot afford to lose. Okay, limit your risk. I'm using this as an experiment to show what I believe as I go down this rabbit trail. All right, so remember, I am going to be doing with the Webull app $25 a day. Okay, but in the Moomoo app, I'm going to just be buying chunks when I think it's in a buy range. But to be crystal clear, I'm also going to be using a third portfolio, and I'm not going to be sharing that portfolio. I'm going to put some in my Roth IRA, and I'm going to cash out of that one even earlier. Okay, full disclosure. Now, let's continue the video. We expect the halving to come by the end of March or somewhere in the beginning of April. So somewhere in that area, right? And in another video, I'm going to go into why I think this is the best time to accumulate, because it's the accumulation phase, and then we'll have a run up after that. Okay, so there will be fluctuation in all of these prices. There will be fluctuation in Bitcoin. There will be false starts and pullbacks, and people will get excited. We're not going to go into all of that. Everybody will be like, yeah, this is the bull run, and it comes back down. They're like, no. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put $10 a day per company, which is 5, and I'm going to do that for the next 100 days. Now that I'm going to use the app Webull, Webull. It is in the description below, and go ahead and fund it and join me on this journey if you wish to. I'm not telling you what to do. Anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell. But with Moomoo, number one, you're going to get free stock, and they are offering a percentage on your money that you just have sitting. It's actually better than a bank now. So in Moomoo, I'm going to just buy in chunks, but I'm going to first start by buying 1 share of each. And every time there's a pullback and I think it's time to start buying, that's when I'm going to start buying in Moomoo. Let me know if this is something that interests you. Leave me a comment if you think I'm crazy. I know some of you guys will go, well, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Listen, I'm going to do them both. I am going to buy when I think it's the best time to buy. I'm going to do that in Moomoo, right? But in Webull, I'm going to DCA. I'm going to buy fractional shares in Webull, and I'm going to buy them every trading day. And I'm going to see at the end of March which was the best. And I'll monitor it with you guys, like probably by the end of the month. We're not going every day, but at the end of the month, every month, I'm going to say, you know what? DCing is beating just buying big chunks, or vice versa. We're going to see, because I'm going to try to get it at the best price. All right. All right. Good people. Leave me a comment. Everybody leave me a comment. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. We're going to make money and have fun. It doesn't matter where the market is. All right. Remember to download the 3 links below. Number 1, download the class and get started on that. That's StockUpU. Number 2, download Moomoo, because that's where I'm going to be making my major purchases for these companies. Number 3, download Webull. Get them funded. You're going to get a ton of free stuff. All right. We will see you later. Live, love, laugh, and learn.